Hello and welcome to another episode of HSBG A to Z, brought to you by me, Grimly, where we take a look at every single character in Battlegrounds all the way from AFK through the Zephyrus. Today's character we have landed on, Illidan's Stormrage. Illidan has had some very minor changes since he's come out. I believe it used to just be +1 attack on your left and rightmost minions, so your passive hero powers at the start of combat. Your left and rightmost minions attack immediately and gain to attack. I believe maybe when he just first came out, maybe they didn't get an attack buff at all, and now they have a +2 attack buff, which on cards like Terragosa, you can keep that permanent because it is a start of combat effect. Illidan tends to work best with scam builds. By scam builds, ooh, I do like that dragon. Yeah, I like that dragon a lot. So with Scallywag Eliza builds, he's pretty good because you guarantee your first attack every time. It works in certain beast builds because you always get your Macaw to attack first, or your multiple Macaws. Illidan has a couple of builds you can go for it. Now in this lobby, beasts are out, so we won't be doing that. Elementals are out, which is another good one for Illidan to get, being able to guarantee your Crackling Cyclones and your Wildfires get to attack immediately. We can do some Terragosa type shenanigans, and we might be able to do some Pirate type shenanigans in this game. Also, generally, anything with like a cleave style effect is good to just, you know, make sure you guarantee the first attack with. Well, the first and second attack.
I knew you could do it.
I am just going to tavern up here. Illidan's been a pretty okay character for the most part. Like, you're not ever really sad to be forced to play Illidan. Yeah, he will, depending on what's in the lobby, tend to scrape out a second or third place most of the time, just because the benefit of, like, guaranteeing that you attack first every combat is a huge upside. That is very much understated in how powerful this hero can be. Also, he is, something I've learned the other day, and I'll probably also say it in yesterday's video, which hasn't been recorded yet, that I've only recently learned about how armor classes in the game work. Like, I know every character in the game gets a certain amount of armor and is on a certain armor tier, but I was unaware of how much that genuinely affected the quest completion. So the higher armor tier you're in, like Illidan's in, I think, the second lowest or second highest armor tier, we'll have really easy quests to complete. I like the Whelp Smuggler. I also kind of like the Demon, though, is the thing. I think I'm just going to take the Whelp Smuggler and roll, because the Whelp Smuggler will proc when the dragon attacks and gains attack. It'll also gain some health off the Whelp Smuggler. We're just going to donkey roll for some dragons. Didn't hit any. So your leftmost minion attacks first, then your rightmost minion. So we're going to want to attack with the Evolving Chroma Wing, and it'll go to a 4-5, and then the Whelp Smuggler will also go to a 4-5 in attack, which for turn 5 is pretty strong. We did get to roll twice, but we didn't find any dragons. Now if we can get to tier 3 and just start getting Terragosas scaling with their hero power and the Whelp Smuggler, that might be enough to carry us to a high tavern tier. And if we happen to roll into exactly the right build, we can always switch off and play Scam Pirates. So, because we started with 8 armor, I believe we're going to have incredibly easy quests to complete. I do like Victim Spectre a lot. What's it require us to do? Play 5 demons or pirates. That may not happen. Have 20 friendly minions die. Play 3 battle cries. Is that worth it? Like, we don't... That's kind of counterproductive to our quest. Or to our hero power, because we don't want to give the minion stealth that's going to be attacking immediately. So that's kind of counterproductive. I'm actually just going to take Victim Spectre, and we'll just kind of force it out a little bit. I guess we'll just take the 2 Tough Tusks. Doesn't really help with our quest completion at all, but we'll get this complete eventually, and then we'll just start getting some value off of it. 5 minions to play isn't the hardest. I believe if you were one of the lower brackets, this could anywhere between 8 to 10, maybe even as much as 12. So that has actually started, like in my games off of recording, it has started affecting how I choose certain heroes. Like I will now play heroes that I would rarely play just because they're in a higher armor bracket and I can get way easier quest completions. Which is, you know, the viewer at home can also start incorporating this into your games. I'm trying to think if there's anything I have completely missed with Illidan. His buddy meta used to be pretty good. I'm trying to remember what his buddy did off the top of my head, but so his buddy used to originally give your left and rightmost minion immune on their first attack, and Illidan was he was kind of busted. Kind of busted. You just give Terragos's permanent immunity. Well, you know, they keep the immunity buff, so you know, their first attack every combat will also be immune even after, you know, you finish putting them in left and right positions. That did eventually get nerfed to, I believe it was just your leftmost minion.
I mean, you did amazing out
I hope they
there.
bring back buddies at some point. I really want that dragon. We also do need demons, though, is the thing. I think I'll just take the dragon. I'm actually even going to put it over here, just so it gains some Whelp Smuggler and Hero Power buffs. Perfect. As I said, we're not guaranteed to be playing dragons for the rest of this game, but should we pick up some Terragosas, that might be the worst thing. So that's it. You know what, there was something I was missing. With dragons, guaranteeing your attack with a Kadena, I just fused Kaligos and Nadina into a fusion monster. Yeah, but if you can force your first attack with Nadina every time and make sure you always get the first attack in, that can be really powerful in an endgame build. Now we have the introduction of like Tunnel Blaster and stuff too, instead of Unstable Ghoul, so we can also just force counter people if we need to later on. I believe mechs are in, so people will probably play some Divine Shield type builds. A couple of players in this lobby might get Mirror Ball or Mirror Shield. I know that name, the name of that quest starts with Mirror, but I couldn't tell you if it's Mirror Ball or Mirror Shield. It mightn't even be either of those. I probably could have moved the Tough Tusk up a little bit. Oh, that's fine. It worked out. This is very much the power of just getting a tiny bit of stats and guaranteeing the first attack every turn. We also have a small bit of Whelp Smuggler synergy, which helps. I do really want 2 of these cards. I think I'm going to take 2 of these cards. I'm going to take this for sure, and I'm definitely taking that.
I can tell.
The spawn is interesting, because we can force the spawn to attack first, but I don't think we want to go down that route. Do I want another one of those? I think I'm going to buff the egg for sure. And I think we'll do it this way around and also buff the taunt up a little bit. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we're just going to try and donkey roll for a triple. The 2 tough... I suppose we could Divine Shield the 2 Tough Tusks, but I think I want the Whelp Smuggler buffs instead. Because at least they're permanent buffs, whereas the Divine Shield is temporary. We might not be able to take the gems back off of these cards. You do tend to normally roll a couple of Necrolites, but I've had games where I've stacked gems and cards and held on to them for way too long, and then you ended up, you know, coming bottom 4 because I never got a chance to transfer off the gems.
This is a great look for you.
I think we're fine here. He does already have a Peggy, which is kind of scary. I just heard a Gold Grubber die too, I'm pretty sure. Perfect. This Nether Drake is putting in a lot of work. I was surprised when this card was released as a 0-5. I thought it was absolutely insane as a 0-5. There is a triple. Okay.
Why, of course I can take that one in. Here's a gold for it. It may not be the most powerful minion on the field, but it's Brave.
I believe we're just freezing this. So if we can try and get a tier 6 Caligos, there are a number of demons we'll be just cycling for battle cries anyway. What is the other requirement? We have demons, and pirates are also a good battle cry source. Now if we discover a tier 6 and we get an Eliza, that might change our entire game plan. We might start one of donkey rolling for... When I say donkey roll as well, this is a term that I've heard other people use, and I just assume people watching my videos know what donkey rolling is. It is when you just press the roll button until you find exactly what you want, and you throw away a load of gold. I don't know why it's called donkey rolling, but I love the term. It is a great name for a term. There is a non-0% chance I get cleaved here, I believe, so I'll put that there. It's the Ysera, we don't get cleaved. Probably. I've seen some Yseras not play Ysera builds, so that's also a thing. Nah, she's forcing dragons, it's fine.
It's your destiny to win this.
Oh, we get to attack before his whelps go off, which is really, really good. So that's something I don't think I've been able to point out yet in any video, is start of turn effects with hero powers trigger before any minion start of turn effects. And from what I can tell now, quests actually take priority over hero powers. So if you're ever wondering what order something goes in, it goes quests, then hero powers, then minions. So we 100% tavern up here. I don't want this anymore. Take the dragon. Oh, we actually could have tripled that Tough Tusk. That's probably the one we sold back to the shop. There's an Adina, but we don't have the Caligos yet, which is a problem. Or the Terragosas. I guess we take it and we look for the Terragosas. The other choice is Uther. But I think our board is just going to scale enough that we don't need the Uther. It's probably just an Adina, huh? Like being able to force attack with an Adina every single turn is probably powerful enough. Now if we win the next combat, like we still haven't taken... We're on a spicy pretzel mustard game so far. Which now by acknowledging it and saying it, this means I've jinxed it. We're fighting against Reno. He's tier 4. He has 1 triple. Okay. I think we should be fine. If he's on mixed minions, he might be doing a Lightfang or a Brand strategy. He might have just slapped a hero power on one of those. What quest is he going for? He has Menagerie. Does it all... I actually can't tell whether or not the quest is complete. If it's not faded out, does that mean it's complete? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I think we're just going to continue having the Nether Drake attack. I just heard a Razor Gore die. Think we just have enough health? Yeah. He's not getting through those minions. Do we ever just tavern straight to 6? Or do we stay on 5 and look for stuff? I really like that actually. So we Bran. I believe we can get rid of the banner boar now. Can roll, see what we get. Do I want an amalgam on this board? It's probably pretty... Oh, another Nether Drake is pretty solid though. It's probably just the other Nether Drake, huh? Although with the amalgam we could put the war gear on top of it, but I don't know how much that's worth. I think we just take the pair of the Nether Drake. And we roll for... No Terragosa. Okay. So what I'm going to do instead here is I'm going to put this last, and I'm going to buff the 2 nether. Oh wait, no, never mind, we don't have Batterbore anymore. Do I want to put some stats in this? I guess we could put some stats in it. So there is one small drawback to guarantee that you attack first every time, which is your opponent knows that you're going to attack first every time. And if they know what your opening minion is going to be, they can counter it pretty hard if they need to. I'm wondering, do I need to taunt that Nadina? I don't really think I do, because if it attacks in and it doesn't die, it will get to attack a second time. That's rude. That was my shield, sir. And that Twilight Emissary is pulling its weight pretty hard. This might be the round where we finally lose. Yep, there goes the spicy pretzel or spicy pretzel mustard game. That is really, really useful, but I think... Oh, there's half of the scam build I was looking for. I think we might just roll.
There's some good new recruits here. Don't let them get away.
Roll one more time? I think that'll do. I'll actually put that in between it in case we get cleaved. It'll only hit the 2 shit minions. Galakron. What is Galakron doing? Dragons, right. So he probably got a Caligos off of his hero power. Which means it's going to be ever so slightly harder for us to roll one. We also don't have a quest, by the way, because we just don't have a reason to pick up demons. Which, you know what, not picking up the amalgam a couple of turns ago was probably a mistake. We should probably just be cycling amalgams. It's just there's nothing on this board I want to get rid of that isn't a Bran right now, and I still might find a use for this Bran. Being able to generate like blood gems and stuff and stack battle cries might be useful for this build with the Whelp Smuggler. I think it's the Emissary is the thing that goes. Because I'd like to triple the Nether Drake and try and find a Caligos. Even right now, if we can roll onto an Eliza maybe, and a Tony, and a Scallywag, which is not that tall of an order, I can still transition over into a Scam Pirate build. Thanks, Bob. I just realised I've had no background music this whole time. Now there's the Caligos. And he has a Charolga too, which is pretty terrifying. He has 2 Charolgas. Does he have Victim Spectre? No, he has Mirror Ball. That's absolutely crazy that he has 2 Charolgas and a Golden Terragosa and a Caligos. Okay, that's absolutely crazy. That was one high-rolling Galakron. Now, if we can get a Caligos, that would be sweet.
The best minions to fight by your side.
None of that helps us, really. The Razorgore is interesting, I like that. Okay, so... You're done. Do I just want to play this first? I think I do.
That one has a pure heart. I can tell.
And you're done. Brad's done
I
now.
can take that one in. Here's a gold for it.
Play this. I wouldn't say I'm committed to keeping the amalgam right now, so we'll just leave that where it is. And we'll take our roll. This isn't the ideal dragon build I was looking for, but it will have to do. There's another Whelp Smuggler and a Razorgore. Is that worth it? There's the Eliza, actually. Interesting. Can I swing this with my current board? I could swap the Amalgam for the other Razor Gore, I guess. Is it worth picking up a duplicate of the Whelp Smuggler, though, is the question. It might be. Yeah, this might not be the best game in the planet, considering that we just took a quest that we're never going to complete.
This is a great look for you.
I believe we lose to Bouncing Mackerels now. Yeah. We're not dead though. Maybe we get that ghost? That ghost would be nice so we can just try and get our build together. Oh, never mind, there's 2 ghosts. I'm definitely taking this.
You can handle it. That minion will stick with you to the end.
I actually can't justify taking the Whelp Smuggler. We need something way better. Can I justify that? I don't think I can. I don't think I can justify the Divine Shield because the Amalgam's gone. None of that's helpful to us. Man, we really need like a Caligos or something. Who did we fight last turn? Did they have dragons? I believe they had dragons. It was Reno, wasn't it? Where is Reno? Reno's playing mixed minions. Okay. Is it worth the Murazond? You know what? I think this might be worth it. I think we'll just taunt up the Whelp Smuggler. Play the other Razor Gore. Perfect. Now, we just have to hope that we're not dead this turn and that we also roll into Caligos. We are fighting first place, however, so we might just be dead. Sire Denathrius, fantastic. He has Snicker Snack along with Yogg-Saron's Wheel. Okay, Yogg-Saron's Wheel can mess you up. It can also be really powerful, but it can screw up your board. He also has an Ice Block somehow? Oh, Yogg-Saron must have given him the Dark Moon prizes and he got an Ice Block. I think we're fine? Yeah, we're fine. Okay, we took out first place. That bodes well for us. Maybe there's a ghost we can fight. Nope, but we are in top 4. So I can at least consider this good content. We'll take our triple, which is actually humongous right now. No Caligos hurts, but Cheraga's like fine backup, I guess. If I see some free dealing gamblers, I'll just buy and sell them. None of that. Uther's useful, maybe? I guess we can Uther and Uther the... Uther that? Probably could have Uthered Nadina. Oh, all of that is so very tempting, but we actually just can't touch it. Never saw that Caligos. I am going to freeze the pirate, because we actually need to buy and sell the pirate.
You tread on sacred ground.
So at least the Cheralga now will be another proc like the Nether Drake. I actually think the Razor Gore is going to be bigger. Who are we fighting and why do I already feel scared? We're fighting Galakron, right? Yeah, he had that insane dragon build going. We might be screwed. It might not even be right to attack with the Divine Shield Dragon at the end anymore. I think we outstat him slightly. No, never mind. That Terragos is just going to destroy us. That is very unfortunate, but that's Battlegrounds. Sometimes you get a quest that never gets completed. That might have been entirely a misplay on my side, but they weren't the best choices of quests. For now, that'll have to do. At least we got some positive feedback out of it. We got top 4. If you enjoyed this kind of content and you want to see more, etc., subscribe, follow, like button, you know, YouTube buttons. Pressing YouTube buttons makes me happy and it lets me know you guys want to watch the content. Until next time, good luck at your own games at home, and peace out.